Today's episode of Explainiac is brought to you by SYFY's new series, Resident Alien. Here's everything you need to know about Resident Alien. After the never-ending nightmare of 2020, we're starting 2021 off on the best note humanly possible with one of my absolute favorite comic book series, Resident Alien, making the leap from the printed page to the small screen. This upcoming sci-fi series, which premieres on January 27th at 10/9 Central, is based on the Dark Horse comic series of the same name. It has everything you could possibly want from your next binge watch: a hilarious fish-out-of-water story, murder's most foul, and of course one of the most beloved names in sci-fi, fantasy, and genre storytelling, fan favorite Alan Tudyk.
I'm a very funny person.
Considering it comes from the dynamic duo of Amblin Entertainment and Sheridan, well, you know you're in extremely good hands.
This is amazing.
But what is Resident Alien? Why should you care? Are you silently asking yourself if you've been saying Alan Tudyk's name wrong all these years? Well, fear not, dear viewer, because I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about Resident Alien before you watch the show. Originally created in 2012 by writer Peter Hogan and artist Steve Parkhouse, Resident Alien offers a unique spin on your standard extraterrestrial tale. It tells the story of Captain Ha-Ray, an alien biologist whose spacecraft gets shot down by a fighter jet in the southwestern United States. Except Ha-Ray isn't this invader here to conquer our world and demand to be taken to our leader. He's here to conduct reconnaissance and recover a damaged probe. In the process, Ha-Ray finds himself stranded on our world, alone, millions of miles from everyone and everything he knows and loves. Rather than trying to phone home, Ha-Ray tries to teach himself everything there is to know about being human, learning English and human anatomy from various books and TV shows. He also develops a deep-seated passion for murder mysteries, which, little does he know, will come in awfully handy someday. Then he does what any one of us would do in similar circumstances. He adopts the name Harry Vanderspiegel, disguises himself as a doctor, and tries to live a nice quiet life in a lakeside cabin in the Pacific Northwest town of Patience. Now, the TV series keeps the spirit of the comics intact, but it makes some very important changes, like moving the town of Patience from Oregon to Colorado, having Harry's spacecraft get struck by lightning rather than shot down, and changing the nature of his mission to something a little less innocuous than in the comics, especially if you get on his bad side. Now, despite his best efforts to keep a low profile, Harry finds himself cajoled into not only helping the local police investigate a murder, but becoming the town doctor at the behest of the town mayor, because, you know, the previous town doctor was murdered, and that's what he's investigating.
Like Law and Order. Kung kung.
Now, you may be wondering how this alien being can convince us indigenous life forms that he is a fellow meatbag like one of them and definitely not from another planet.
Well, you don't have anything to worry about. I'm not an alien.
Well, in the comic, it's through this combination of amazing alien technology, a voracious appetite for learning, and powerful psychic abilities that let him project an inconspicuous disguise to us humans. In the show, however, it's through a combination of incredible alien technology, a voracious appetite for learning, and murdering the real Harry Vanderspiegel, or whatever his name was, then shapeshifting to look exactly like him. Acting like him, though, well, that's another story, but hey, he's new here, so cut him some slack, why don't ya?
Alright, look, that's one creepy son of a bitch, right?
While he bides his time and tries not to blow his cover, Harry finds himself completely and utterly fascinated by these comparatively primitive humans, wondering about the human condition and observing these odd rituals of life that we take for granted, like drinking way too much whiskey, then dancing the night away.
It's pretty great, right?
No. It's awful. Why do I want more?
But even as Harry makes friends with people like Asta, a local nurse, he must race against time to complete his mission, which may or may not have dire implications for the human race, because there are other people out there who would be very interested in acquiring Harry's cargo, and probably Harry himself, too. People like General McAllister, as played by the one and only Linda Hamilton, who runs a covert operation to hunt down any and all little green men who may be hiding in our corner of the galaxy. But between Alan Tudyk's incredible gift for physical comedy, a slow-boil murder mystery, and the constant threat of G-Men and a certain little kid blowing Harry's cover, Resident Alien takes the best parts of the fan-favorite comic and turns them into something that we humans can't get enough of, like, I don't know, opening the fridge 17 times even though the same stuff is in there, or talking about the weather with strangers. Why do we do that? We love to do that.
This is when you're supposed to ask me about my childhood.
Why? I don't care.
And that is everything you need to know about Resident Alien before you watch the show on January 27th on SYFY at 10/9 Central. Thank you again to Resident Alien for sponsoring today's show. Based on the hit Dark Horse comic series, Resident Alien is a fish-out-of-water story like nothing you've seen before. Be sure to catch Resident Alien only on SYFY beginning January 27th at 10/9 Central. In the meantime, though, tell me, what Resident Alien storylines do you most want to see in the TV adaptation? What would your alien alias be? Let me know in the comments below and give me a thumbs up while you're there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you just saw, please share this video with your friends and hit that little notification bell down below so you never miss a new episode. And if you want even more deep dives and wild theories, make sure you check out past episodes of Explainiac right now, wherever fine Nerdist content is streamed. And remember, not everything in life can be explained, but for everything else, there's this show.